Yo, walk one. Tish your boy, Jeton, legendary, and we are back with another pin-up photo session. Look, real quick, there was supposed to be a photos of the week on Friday, but CD Projekt Red ruined that. Alright, I was gonna record a photo session on Thursday, but there just so happened to be an update on Thursday, so I get finished with my dang schoolwork. I hop on Steam. And boom, game gotta be updated, so I had to update all my mods. So I'ma save the photos I did last week for photos of the week this week. I know it's gonna be old stuff, but I don't think it actually matters that much. We got Pinup here. Okay, we got Pinup V, and as you can see, man, somebody made some straight up 1950s hairstyle. And I'm like, boom, perfect. So that's two 1950s hairstyles now. So we're gonna be doing Pinup V, Japanese V, and Tongan V for this 1950s theme. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and notification bell. Show your people join Legendary Clan Sports and become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. With that being said, let's go. Alright, we got Pinup V, Danny first. Okay, we got the big pink Cadillac in the background, of course. Now, technically, though she's... Oh, her face is still moving. Though she's rocking the 1950s style, the car is a 60. But, you know, if someone who knows nothing about cars sees the car, they're gonna think it's 1950. It's not like it looks that much different from the 59, the 58, and whatnot, so... Most people seeing that car automatically are gonna assume that it's 50-something. Which they would be wrong, but they would be correct to assume because I'm using it for a 1950s pinup theme. So that's gonna be on my fault right there. Not that it really matters. That piece of dang paper. Really? Come on, man. Okay, we're back. So people would be correct to assume, but at the same time, it's not about the car. The car is just there for the background looks, the extra look. A New Yorker lady in New York with a big pretty pink Cadillac in the background. It's very 1950s setup. Okay, that's the whole theme here. That's the thesis that I'm going with for this setup. I don't know why I said thesis. This ain't a thesis. This is what we're actually about to do. A thesis is like the idea, the plan, you know. We already doing it. Matter of fact, I dressed this character up yesterday, so it's been already set up and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now doing it now because it got a little late yesterday. I looked down and I'm like, oh crap, I've been on Warcraft for like the last 60 years now. At that point I realized it was too dang late to record a photo session. It was way too late at that point. I was on Warcraft all dang day yesterday. I ain't recorded a single thing. I just been trying to gear up some of my low level characters. Alrighty, let's go ahead and fix the light. We might have to change the time of the day. I think I made the time of the day too high up with the sun on the side of her face too much. Now bring that down. Can we bring that down a little bit without too much? The atmosphere has completely changed. It's clean, but not really the look I was going for. Move that back over. Right about there. That down right there. I was messing around trying to record something yesterday. When I realized, well, not realized, kind of already knew, but man, them getting rid of the orbital camera has made doing short films for Cyberpunk a trillion times harder, dude. I was trying to record some little short films. I just couldn't get nothing done. I made like one little joint I did with the Clips joint, the So Be It song. But that was about it. It was alright. I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna upload it as a short. But man, hold up. So you're just gonna watch this much of the video and you're not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now. Hit that subscribe button. It is nothing special to what I used to be able to do. Ever since they got rid of that orbital camera. You could go over to my music channel and see some of the old Cyberpunk videos I used to do. Can't do that. Can't really do that no more. That orbital camera was every dang thing. And they got rid of it, dude. And I have no clue what the forums are to be able to go over there and be like, hey, fucking spam them and be like, bring the dang orbital cam back. Orbital cam was the greatest thing ever for recording, you know, little cyberpunk movies. Like, I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but the orbital cam just, it was too smooth. It was too good. Too good, man. Way too dang good. But right now, because people's just trying to watch boxing, I'm about to hurry up and try to get some videos done. I'm actually surprisingly semi-looking forward to this one because it's two actual good boxers. We got, what's the Mexican dude? What's his name? Canelo. And the black dude, I forgot his name because I don't really watch boxing like that. What's his name? He be smacking people. As simple as that. He be smacking people out. And not like those one and dones, you know, catered career type dudes. No, this guy's an actual smacker. I forgot his dang name. Terrence Crawford, I believe. This man. That man right there. Okay. He's one of those boxers you don't have a choice but to watch because the ability, the display that man puts on is something special. Okay, the light over here looks good, but I just realized the light over on the other side makes no sense. The sun can't be there. Yeah, there we go. Actually, you know, I feel like just a little bit of light. Yeah, I kind of realized that though. The sun can't be there because the building is too dang tall. We're gonna bring it down some. Just as a little bit of enhancement. Add a little bit of extra color on that side. And then let's go ahead and reduce the overall color because she is getting drowned out. I think because the way we have... What is that? It's a fucking tiny newspaper coming out of thin air. That's what it is. It's gonna fly past and get bigger. Come on, man. That's what that is. It's a tiny newspaper in disguise. You know what I think the real issue is? We have a terrible light setup for such a pale character. We either need to make it earlier in the morning. I have the light directly over her. Kind of forgot that's a rookie move. You know what I mean? I'm a little rusty, just a little bit. Let me destroy all the lights real quick. I'm thinking maybe we might even just need a single lamp setup. You already know though, we're gonna go with the old school effect because this is that 1950s look. Fucking, this is the best. This the best dang filter in the game. I don't care what nobody say. You are looking to make your character look like they straight out of 1956. This is the filter. 1960, this is the filter. 1970, 80, this is the filter. Okay? Trust me, I've done many of photos with this joint. This is the joint. Not only does it smoothen everything out, it just gives you that perfect 1980s and earlier golden film look. Okay, especially if you have the issue that I got where for some dang reason my film grain does not work. I don't know why it doesn't work anymore, but it does not. But it's about the best way I can make it work. Okay, lift that back up off the ground. Push it back some. Like, that's pretty good, but I do want a little bit of light on the other side. Just looks kind of dead and empty over there without it. Lift that up a little bit more so it's not shining on the street so much. Yeah, see, that looks way better. It's not technically proper, but it is a whole lot cleaner. And boom, look at the difference already. All I did was add two extra, I removed half the dang lights actually, and just gave her two. That's it. This filter is incredible like that. It does the work for you at in some cases. I want it to be a little bit more golden though, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and scale these down some to the usual 255, 240, and 220. That's the color I always do because it's nice and golden. that early morning, or not early morning, but that midday golden. Kind of like the basic color of the day you see within your fucking daily life. That's what color this is. Kind of made it a long time ago on accident. I was trying to figure something out. I don't remember what I was doing. I'm like, how do I get the color to look more realistic? Because Cyberpunk's, or not Cyberpunk, but the lights are blue naturally, like a frosty white. I'm like, I don't want frosty white because that's not the daily color you see in your life unless it's winter. And even in that case, that still might not be true, especially for us desert folks where we practically never see snow. And even then, even in that case, a lot of times you're still seeing that golden hue. Even dead of winter, it might be that golden hue. Unless you're in a straight up fucking blizzard, then you might be seeing that blue summer, or I say summer, winter look. Because you don't have a choice because there's fucking snow, ice, everything. Where look at the quality on that though now. Look at the perfection on that with just one simple change. Come on, man. Now this is supposed to be a 1950s theme, so you already know she gotta have a smile on her. Let's get a little bit of a tilt here. Take that a little bit. See, hey, it's been a little while, but I ain't rusty yet, you hear me? I get rusty after the little bit of time it's been since I've done this. That would be, pretty bad. It ain't been that long. It's only been about a week now since I recorded all those other episodes. I'm gonna try to do it today. I don't know when those boxing fights start. I probably should have asked, but I'm gonna just record as many as possible until I get the message. Until I get the actually, let's do one close up, and then I'm gonna back up. That one right there. See what that looks like. Should be clean because that right there is quite nice. This hairstyle though, I hopped on Nexus. I saw that. I'm like, I am going to need that. I don't even got it written on the board. We weren't even supposed to be doing another pinup episode, but hey, here we are because somebody made this fit right here, which is an old school style French joint. And then somebody made another fit that I'm gonna be using for Japanese V or Tongan V. I don't know which one yet. We'll see. Let me check the photo real quick. It's mad clean. And I'm gonna be using that outfit for one of them. I got mad old school style outfits, so it's not like I'm going out of anything. I'm a little disappointed though. Somebody a long time ago made a 50-something Ferrari. Dang thing still it didn't work. I need to re-download it though. Maybe he has fixed it by then. Someone else made some Nike Blazers 6 months ago, and I'm a little disappointed that I only just recently found out that someone made some fucking Blazers, baby. If you don't know what Nike Blazers are, you're crazy, okay? Those are some amazing looking shoes, dude. Look them up, or maybe I'll pop a picture up if I remember. I need to start writing this down because I always say that I never remember. I got a huge whiteboard next to me. I use it. Fucking hold on. Nike Blazers. Oh, I spelled Nike wrong. Alright, looks like I can't double task at the moment. I'll remember. Hopefully. Let's see here. I just been real busy keeping my school works up. To no surprise still though, the only thing that's really giving me any real issues is math. I've just never been good with math. I'm passing, of course. I'm passing. I'm just not expecting to pass with A's and B's like I am the rest of the classes. The rest of all my other classes I got A's in. Math, I'm pretty sure I got about probably like a C. I'm keeping it as high as I possibly can. Studying like crazy as much as I can. The problem is a lot of math, I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of math it's just all over the fucking place. I'm about to die. It's all over the dang place, dude. I'm choking my dang spit. A lot of that crap is straight up all over the place, and once you think you figured it out, you really didn't. There's something else you're missing. And then once you think you figured that out, oh, no, there's another thing you're missing. It's like, holy crap, man. When does it just work? The problem is, it don't. math never just works a lot of the dang times. Getting this one thing wrong is probably because you're getting this thing wrong. When you finally figure that thing out, that might be wrong too. I did this one joint like 8 times in a row, and no matter what I put, it was always very close, but wrong. Luckily, I semi-passed it, so I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take a semi-pass. As long as I ain't getting no failings. I mean, as long as we ain't failing, hey, that's cool with me. I don't want to see no failing though, okay? So what I do is, right, because even though I'm terrible at math, I will do the craps like 60 times over so I can at least understand majority of it. If I can understand majority of it, then I know I'm going to at least pass it. It might not be, you know, A+, but at least I'm passing, and I'll get my credits, and boom, I'm not wasting my time. Because, you know, that's the whole point of going to school, is to actually pass. I ain't going just to flunk. That's stupid as fuck. That'd be a waste of time. So, as long as I'm passing, that's what matters the most. May not be the cleanest grade, but it is a passing grade. That's what matters the most. Alright, it ain't the rest of my classes with the A's and B's, but it's still passing. Actually, I can't even say B's. I don't have any B's. I got all A's outside of math. You know what I'm saying? Your boy ain't playing, man. Your boy ain't playing, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I figure, you know, it was the change of life that was. I'm like, okay, well, YouTube clearly ain't gonna work. It only took me 12 years to figure that out. Unfortunately, YouTube is What is that big light moving back there? Hey, man. That's not one of the... I guess I didn't pay attention. What was that? 14? I don't remember it being 14. Oh, that's because it was at 39. Oh, shoot. How'd I disable that? How's the secondary light disabled but not the main light? How'd that work? I want to explain that to me. Here we go. I'll turn it back this way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it might not be, you know, straight passing. And yeah, it took fucking 12 years to realize that the YouTube stuff just wasn't gonna work. YouTube is built on hopes and dreams. You hope that your channel blows up so you ain't gotta do nothing else. For real, for real. There's a lot of dang YouTubers who aren't the brightest, but hey, you know, being book smart is cool and all, but once you got what you need, usually the cash and that thing that you're doing is going to work and work for a long time. And there's a lot of dang people out here running some serious businesses, didn't even finish high school, you know what I'm saying? And then what you do is, once you got this immaculate business that's popping, then they hire people who did get through school. Now those smart people run your business, and you just be chilling on the beach, answering calls every now and then and crap. Hiring people here and there, or you're not even hiring any dang body anymore. You done hired someone to hire people for you. I mean, that type of stuff. But the problem is, I just realized the screen has been large this whole time. Whoops. We've been recording for, what, 16 minutes now? That means the intro was like that too. Oh, shoot. I just realized that. The intro is indeed very close up. Wait, I'm confused. Oh no, I see it now. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, that's right, because I filmed the intro in 1080p, and then I moved up to 2K once I was finished with the intro. But you know, it's built on the hopes and dreams that, hey, maybe my YouTube will pop off and become something. And if it don't, got a lot of people who out here feeling lost. I'm like, okay, I ain't got time for that. I mean, I ain't even 30 yet. I still got mad time. So I'm about to do something. Now I'm in this little school. We in this little school. I'm doing my dang thing, baby. All passing grades. Although math is a little lackluster, but it's still passing. That's all that matters. Like I said, I honestly do not care if it's not a perfect grade as long as it's passing. I'm not looking to ace, but I am. That was the attempt. I knew for a fact though math wasn't going to be the one. I'm just not good with numbers like that. Well, let me say it properly. I'm not good with those kind of numbers. Kind of numbers that you more than likely aren't going to use in your daily life. But right now, because I need it for school, I'm gonna do it to my bestest abilities. I ain't flunking nothing off. F's, never done that my entire life. Even at middle school, high school, elementary, never. F's, no, not me. You ain't never saw an F on me, not once. I always had passing grades, you feel me? Even during the times where I didn't care to do the most, I always had passing grades, you feel me? Because for me, it was like, as long as I pass, I'm not really caring about being a fucking honor roll student. That's cool and all, but if it ain't necessary, then I'm not gonna do that much. But with college is different. You don't know what does and doesn't work at first. Now, of course, they give you a sheet that lets you know, what your scores should be in order to get your full credits and all that, in order to move up. Now, of course, this depends on your major as well. Some people's majors, you gotta do the fucking most. Other people's majors, you don't have to do that much. I have one of those majors where I don't really have to do much, because I'm going for mechanics. I'm doing a 2-year. I don't really need much more than that. Maybe if I do decide to do more, it'll probably go back so I could. I'm just trying to get my certification for mechanic, being a mechanic, and then I'll maybe go back again for becoming a certified welder as well, which is two very and always in need sections. That's easy jobs there, man. A lot of people ain't willing to do it. I fucking love cars, and I want to build some cars too. You know, that'd change my gaming channel into something else. As you already know, I mean, if I'm becoming a certified, if I can build vehicles by hand my dang self, man, forget a gaming channel. That's immediately what the gaming channel would turn into. Maybe not immediately, because that costs money, of course, but it wouldn't take too long. So that's what I'm doing. Doing it smart out here, you know what I mean? But at the same time, even though, yeah, sure, you don't need to do that much. I could probably get fucking D's in every class, but it's passing. So that means I'm going to get my credits and be all good. I'm just not taking that chance. You know what I'm saying? Even though, probably could. I'm not taking that chance. I'm gonna go about as hard as I can in this jump and pass. Maybe not with flying colors, but dang close to, alright? It's mobile colors. It's gliding colors, alright? That's what I'm going with. If I can't, because math, I've just never been good with math. Nothing, I mean, that has not changed ever. It's been like that my whole dang life, man. Even back when I was a youngster and I was getting full A's, I would always have about a B. You know what I mean? In elementary school, then middle school, I would be passing every class except math. And one time, my teacher told me that you really don't need more than a D. So I would purposely get a D in all of my classes because it was still passing. The problem is the other classes were on purpose. Math was not. That was the best I could muster with math, you know what I'm saying? That was it. I'm about to do 11 photos on accident, hold on. That's a great shot though. Math, that was all I could muster, and it's like, you know what, hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it. Is that the same as Oh, that is the same. Dang it! I don't know which one to... We can't do 11 photos, that doesn't even make sense. Son of a gun. Alright, well, I'll figure it out later. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to max it out to as close as I can. I'm over here putting in this work, you know what I mean? Putting in this work. And still trying to get some videos out at the same time too. Which is on the weekends as possible. Like right now, it's Saturday, so I'm chilling. And then this video will be uploaded tomorrow, Sunday. Whatever else I decide to record today. And that is it for Pinup V. Now we move to Japanese V. Let's go. I still to this day have no clue why the preset I made for this, the umbrella stayed. As you can see, when I go here, umbrella. Where did all the grass go though? And the giant dragon statue and everything? Why did it all disappear? It took so much time to put this together. Okay, I was being lazy trying to avoid building stuff. I don't have a choice, okay? I was trying to think where is a good Japanese style any dang thing that looks old school in this game. Nothing. I ain't got no choice here, so let me show you all the process and what I'm thinking. Alright, we got dark wood, we got light wood. I think I'm gonna go with the dark wood because neither one of these have very good textures, but the darker one obviously is gonna hide its bad textures just a little bit easier. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and scale that up a little bit. Nothing too crazy because we're gonna keep it somewhat small. Bring it into the ground. Alright, hold on, check the fit. Got an old school style of Japanese joint on. The whole room is just gonna be wood. Take that. Big 2. That's not too big. Actually, the walls don't matter. We just need the actual room to be a specific size. That should get us exactly what we're looking for. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit though, just to make it cleaner. Because as you can see, the wood looks. Actually, we're gonna do no wall, because then you're not. It's gonna be in the way. We're not even gonna be turning in that direction because there just won't be a purpose, I think, yet. So I mean, we'll see. If there will be a purpose, then we will find out. That's not too bad because it's gonna be blurred anyway, so you ain't even gonna really see it all that much. Dragon. Red Bull. Hey, this ain't sponsored. That's the one I'm looking for. Alright, never mind. Can't even resize it. Oh, that'll work. Oh, actually, that's what I confused. I thought this is this stone dragon I just spawned. That is what I was looking for. This is not what I was looking for, but this is what I thought. I thought this was that. It is not. This is definitely not stone. This is some sort of metal. Like a worn bronze. A long time bronze statue. Is a metal, not dang stone. Not a mineral. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I think I do though. Bronze is obviously a metal. Stone is a mineral. You can. I was about to say you can eat certain stones. No, you can't. That's not true. Don't go out crunching stones, right? I mean, you gotta have like copper in your diets here and there, and zincs and stuff like that. You can eat salt, which is a form of stone. I guess it depends on the mineral, you know. Okay, this room is big enough, so we'll definitely add a wall, because without the wall, we'll have unwanted light breaking. Okay, spawn that wall back real quick. Oops. Matter of fact, we're gonna make that a specific color. highlight her a bit. Unless it does too much, then yeah, that should be more space right there. And let's get like a couch. Keep it something simple, you know? What if they got like a red couch? Half couch? I used to use this all the time to create couches with, back before anybody had made any good couch mods. What you would do is, I'm sure some of y'all probably remember. Actually, I don't know if I ever showed I don't even know if I ever showed building these. But if you don't have any mods yourself, what you do is take this joint, clone it, take the second part, lift it up, and then tilt it forward, just like that. Oop, I messed up already. God dog, hold on, let me try again. Tilt that joint forward. Oh, actually, my food stuff. See, it's been so long since I used it. Kind of how you got to do it. And boom, you have yourself a real nice couch as long as you don't go behind it. Of course, you can tilt the angle, you know what I mean, if you want the couch to be a little sharper than that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to make my couches back in the day right there. Now though, I got so many dang mods, I got a million couches, I just don't know if I have any red ones. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. Actually, I think the half couch will work just fine though. Yeah. Let's get some trees in the corner. Just to add on to the look. What the heck? These little bitty trees. Where's a regular sized tree at? Oh wait, that's right. She's wearing red, so let's go with red. Too dang small. What happened? Oh. Why'd it push me? Push me out the dang jump. Get it looking real fancy in here, you know what I'm saying? Get it looking real fancy in here. Spin that around. The major branches on the outside. And then move that to this side. Boom. Simple, classic looking. We ain't done yet. Let's do... I want a little bit more lights. I don't know where to get any lights from though. Lamp. Wait. Isn't there... Oh, shoot, a lot of lamps. That look like... Ain't got no light. Oh, that's a base. It said that too. I ain't pay attention. It said base. I wasn't paying attention though. Hey, I'm not sure. Paper. Let's get one of those little paper what's names in here though. I'm pretty sure a lot of these, I could be wrong because I don't know a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these are Chinese. These little paper umbrellas. I could be wrong, like I said. I thought a lot of these are Chinese though. This character being Japanese, you know, I typically try to find her a lot of Japanese themed stuff. Not always the easiest thing, which is pretty surprising considering how much Japanese characters exist within this game. I mean, that's dang near half the story. You're doing stuff with Japanese folks. So you would think that it would be just a little bit easier, bruv, to find some dang Japanese stuff. But believe it or not, it is pretty hard to do so sometimes. I'll say these I remember because I use these for Irish V in her pinup set from a joint we did some time ago. That's good, simple, and clean though. Let's see what that look like real quick. Alright, this is pretty dang clean here. Turn that depth of field on, or do what? Did I use depth of field? Because it's going to be kind of dark in here. I mean, depth of field is always to control what is going on in the image. So not using it, you're putting your image at risk of being a little flushed. Man, a little too much going on. You're just able to see way more than you need to be able to see. I will say one thing is this wall is way too dang bright. Pull her lights in real quick. I'm thinking probably should to give it that old school look, give it a simple lamp setup, much like we did for pinup V just now. Because we want it to look old school. Best way to get a photo to look old school is by keeping it real simplistic. Because obviously, you know, back in them times, technologies was limited. You didn't have them high quality super HD cameras like you do today. And even then, they were still making some absolute heat, of course, because, you know, people were still professional. May not have had what we got, but they were still professionals. A professional can create with whatever the fuck they got. Didn't say the dang word professional to save my dang life, couldn't I? The fart. Bring that back down some. Actually, might be good where it is. Maybe about 14 meters. Yeah, see, just before it leaves the... Okay, no, it never leaves. It's just real high up there. Let me see, 13. That's good. That's clean right there. Make sure... I haven't seen her with a different hairstyle in a hot minute. Kind of forgot what her full face looks like. Yeah, right about to 30. I realized on the last image I was doing 35 on accident. Have I been doing 35 or 30? It's been a little while. I think I was doing 35. Now, if you don't use depth of field, the problem is there becomes a lot going on in the image. I mean, it works. You can clearly see what the main focus is. It becomes real cloudy. It's like trying to do photography stuff on Warcraft. It's too cloudy, too much going on. Not enough indistinguishable lines. I used to do mad Warcraft photos, but I kind of slowed down over the years because Warcraft has that issue where everything just kind of phases together, which is never a good thing. It's a real bad thing because now you don't know what to look at. Obviously, right, like if there's a character in the photo, you know to look at the character, but you can still see too much going on in the background. Somebody had a joint they made that was like some form of ray tracing for Warcraft, but I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the heck that was. What it was called. I wanted to test it out, but did not remember. I looked it up some time ago for a hot minute and couldn't find nothing. Dang. Guess I'll never figure that one out. Keep looking at something. Let's see. What are some good poses for the fit here? These are the classics. Gotta keep it classy though. I think we need a little bit more light though. There's a lot of shading going on in her face region. She got that real strong jawline and them cheekbones is real popping. I'm not seeing as much. There we go. That filled in really nicely. We ain't got enough light in comparison to the lamp that's overhead. That joint like right there. That one like right there. Okay, now one issue we're having is I think I may have done a little too much gold lighting. The color is, everything is very yellow. There we go. So we need her to stand out just a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, this is a great hairstyle, but man, it makes her look way older than this character's supposed to be. Versus literally any other hairstyle I had her ever with. And she's had quite a bit of hairstyles over her time. This one makes her look like she about... Her teeth gold? Oh no, that's just the light. This one make her look like she about 40. Actually, have her look away from... This hairstyle is it's clean. Just making her look a little older than she's supposed to be. That neck. Hold on, we gotta fix that dang neck. I don't think I can. Why is it bending like that? That's just the pose. Her neck bending, boy. That's just the pose, man. That hairstyle got her looking just a little older. Just a little older. Alright, let's see what that looked like. Might need to blur the background a little bit more because this room is real small. So you can see everything's just still a little too clear. I tested without the filter as well, see what that looked like. Matter of fact, let's take it out. Okay, I think I made the main light gold too. Light gold, causing everything to be real yellow hue. If we change the lights that are on her back to gold, that look like. Okay, that is much better. The problem is the whole scene looked real yellow. I forgot, this is completely enclosed. So there's not a whole lot of reason to make everything that yellow. She's not outside. So there needs not to be a form of sunlight when she's not even outside. You know what I'm saying? He ain't outside, so why is there a form of sunlight indoors? Okay, let me see what that last image looks like. Yeah, it's quite yellow. Very yellow. See the difference here with this one. Snap this one right here. Let's see what the difference is. I still gotta figure out what the heck, because I still got 11 photos on the other joint. Like, okay, boom. Now the tone, her skin tone being a little bit more yellow looks great, but the background being a little bit more bronzish, orangish, much better. Way better. Alright, and now we're good to continue. Also, we gotta be careful. No, we don't, because the person that made this outfit actually did some safety measures, okay? Not a lot of people take safety measures, alright? They just be making like these little slim looking dresses like this and then just have the bottom half wide open. I used to make that mistake like crazy back in the day. I'm like, okay. Clearly people do not care to make undergarment for a lot of these outfits, so we're gonna have to do it ourselves. I mean, because beforehand, it was bad. Dang near every episode, I'm accidentally flashing the dang camera with one of these dang characters. I used to have to edit the crap out of these videos, remembering each and every spot where it happened. I'm like, yo. I mean, granted, you know, it's not like people know that people gonna be doing, not live, but, you know, photo session videos and crap, but it's like, yeah, dog, son. Then again, you know, I don't know what people be doing with their characters and whatnot. I don't know. I forgot what the heck I'm gonna do with the other joint. Then we're gonna have Tongan V after this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for her. I got a lot of outfits. Lots and lots of outfits that she has not worn. A lot of my other characters ain't worn. I mean, she got dreads on her head too. So, you know, dreads weren't a very old school thing, so I'll probably just end up switching her hairstyle. Dreads were not a common style, especially amongst Tongan folks. Originally, that was mostly the Jamaican peoples who was rocking dreads. It was getting in them long fights, long wars. So naturally, your hair gonna start locking up and crap. That's the one thing that be killing me with people in these modern days. They be getting dreads and then wondering why their hair falling out. Dreads aren't a style, you know what I'm saying? It was a thing that happened during wars. It was a thing that happened during wars. They wasn't doing it because it was stylish. And what people do is they keep getting them retwisted and whatnot. So you're constantly retying your hair over and over and over and over. Naturally, man, that hair gonna get tired. Them dreads keep getting longer, heavier. Your hair can't handle all that. That ain't normal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe wondering why they like going bald by the time they like 30. I'm seeing so many people getting their dreads cut off. People are finally realizing that it's not a hairstyle. If you're gonna go for dreads, you need to let it do what it do. Otherwise, and then even then, still doesn't really matter. See old Jamaican dudes with fucking stupid long dreads. Get one to take off them dang hats they be wearing. And that man's head gonna have a convertible roof. Alright? Ain't gonna be a lick of hair in that where that hat keeps sitting at. Like, oh, okay. It's all. Y'all out here trying to turn this into a style. The problem is it's not. It was a thing that happened during long wars. I mean, think about it. You fighting and you fighting and you fighting. You can't wash. You can't do nothing. Your hair getting dirty. Naturally, it's gonna start to link up. That face doesn't say please. That face. I forgot this character always had a real serious face. Certain smiles don't look like smiles for her. She always either looks really sarcastic about something, which is a good fit for her style because she's supposed to be that kind of person. You know, she's a real rich lady. Okay, here in the world of Night City, she's prestigious. She looks down at people. I know that. Why do Cyberpunk characters at one moment got a normal looking neck and then next moment they long as fuck? Like Fallout, but it's hidden. Never know their neck is mad long until until they move in a specific position. Back it up just a little bit. I'll probably just make her rock the same hairstyle Pinup V had, because it's a great hairstyle. Pinup V won't be the only character that's going to use it. She's going to be the main character that'll rock it all the time, but she won't be the only one that'll use it. It's a great hairstyle. It's everything you need from a 1950s look. When I saw that, I'm like, I need that right there. I downloaded it, same with the outfit that Pinup V was rocking. What had happened was, like I said earlier in the, it is not supposed to be like that. But at the same time, I'm not really against it. I just gotta figure out how I can make that work. Yeah, it says disgusted, but now she looks like she's kind of smiling. What the heck was I about to say? Oh yeah, she's not gonna be the only character that'll rock it. I do that all the time. I'll get a hairstyle or a specific article of clothing for a specific character, but my other characters will absolutely 100% rock it at times. Okay, there we go. I think it's because it... Oh, yeah. Okay. I see now. There's a lot going on every dang thing. A lot of my characters will rock the hairstyles, but only some of them will actually use it as a long-term hairstyle. Kind of like the hairstyle that she normally rocks now. I got it for multiple characters, but she just so happens to look one of the best with it, so I kept it for this character. It is now her hairstyle, pretty much. But from time to time, you might see other characters rocking the style. For certain characters, like this character, she has never had a dominant hairstyle. If I could show you all the pictures I've done with this character, you'll see that she's had a million different hairstyles over her existence. A long existence, too. And I just could not find anything that worked for her. I couldn't find crap that worked for this character. Until that hairstyle that you only see her wearing. Until I found that. She dang near never had a properly fitting hairstyle. It was just nothing that would really accent her face well. Like this hairstyle, this is not nice on her. It looks great as a hairstyle, and she looks great at the moment rocking it, but she ain't gonna be wearing this after this. But it's a very old school style hairstyle, so that's why she's rocking it. As for her normal hairstyle, is very 90s. It wouldn't fit with this at all. Okay, let me move one of these out the way because I can't see how many joints I got here with these in my dang way. Let me just move one real quick. There we go. I got 5. It's a hairstyle that works for the moment. And for the moment, she gonna be rocking it. She rocks it decently. But it is not a good long-term hairstyle. Her normal hairstyle is way better than this for her. But this one's good for the meantime while we're doing some 1950s style pinup joint. Oh, I did not realize this dress was clipping, so let's attempt to use the little statue. Block that off there so you can't really see it, but it's still fancy. They were like right there. So it's still got the sauciness to it, but you just can't see the fact that the dress is clipping through her legs. Which we do not want, of course. Put that joint like right there. Ah, shoot, I just got a message. Alright, we're gonna record Tongan V. There's no point in me ending it here. I may as well continue. We're gonna record Tongan V's part, and then I'm gonna record some more later. Video real quick. I'm down. It's only gonna take like 30 minutes, so shouldn't take too long. This is, like I said earlier, this is Canelo versus Terrence Crawford, I believe his name is. I'll probably be at like 20-30 minutes. Yeah, that should be good. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying the right person. I believe it's Terrence Crawford, dark-skinned dude. He got dreads now. Crawford. Said like Ford. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I put 2 R's on accident. Okay, yeah, Terrence Crawford. So it's gonna be Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. That's a dang good fight, man. Hopefully. What I'm thinking is, okay, because Terrence is a guy that moves a lot. Real strong chin, but a real hard puncher too. which is it's rare that you get a guy who moves a lot and punches hard. Usually when you get a guy who moves a lot, they throw a lot of punches in small amounts of bursts, which is not a bad thing, of course, but it's a rarity that you find someone who does fight like that. The problem is he's going up in weight. He's going up to Canelo. Canelo was already, I believe, in the 160 region. He's moving up into the 160 region. So he's going to be fighting in a class that he's not used to. As for Canelo said it himself, he doesn't do good against people who move too much. Kind of like the fight he had with Bivol. I don't know how many of y'all watch boxing, so a lot of y'all probably have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. But if you do, if you do know what I'm talking about, or you can just understand the general basics of fighting, Canelo said himself he struggled to fight people who move too much. He fought a Russian dude named Bivol. Well, I don't know if he was Russian, but yeah, within those areas. And man, Bivol was putting the hurting on that man. He didn't knock him out or nothing, but he made Canelo mad as fuck. He was like, "Yo, stop running." He's like, "Stop running." And Bivol was like, "Nope, you're done." And well, Canelo lost that fight. Bivol ain't stopped moving. Canelo couldn't keep up. Now the thing is, Terrence being an amazing fighter, is he gonna get used to that new weight quickly? Has he already gotten used to it? If he did, then Canelo's gonna have some problems. If he didn't, Terrence is gonna have some problems. You know, normally when it comes to these newer boxing fights, I'm like, I don't know if I give a crap to watch them. But this one right here, we're talking about Canelo Alvarez, who, you know, he's not my type of fighter, because I've learned that I'm more into the fighters than I am into actual boxing. If I'm watching a fight that is going stupidly slow and people are throwing punches every now and then, and I'm bored out of my mind. I don't even want to watch no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm that type of boxing watcher. If there ain't no dang knockouts or a straight slugger action, I'm not that interested. However, in this case, this might be a good one. Hopefully. We thought it was going to be that way with Boots Ennis, I think his name is, and Gervonta Davis. Instead, we got a Floyd Money Mayweather type fight where Gervonta barely did anything. Ennis tried his best to do something, but then it came out as a draw, and then Gervonta Davis pulled off the most amazing and worst acting I've ever seen in my fucking life. And he dropped himself onto the ropes, acting like he was surprised by the outcome of the fight. I'm like, yeah, me being me, it doesn't take much to get me away from crap. I'm like, I might not ever watch another Gervonta fight ever again. That crap was corny as fuck. But that is modern day boxing, so can we be surprised? Of course not. That is modern day boxing. That's why everybody named Mama. She do look great with this hairstyle though, I ain't gonna lie. It's not gonna be her main hairstyle, but she rocking it. She rocking it for sure. One of the best things I ever did for this character was changing her eye color to a normal eye color. For those who don't know, because it was a long time ago, her eyes used to be red. But after a while, I'm like, why did I make her eyes red? As a Japanese woman, her eyes she'll look a million times better with some dark brown, some gorgeous dark brown eyes, man. Got brown eyes now. She used to have red eyes. But yeah, after that bullcrap, I'm like, yeah, I might not ever watch another I ain't watching no more dang fake fights. Boxing used to have real deal fighters. Now, granted, there's so many new ways to make money out here these days. The reason why you don't see that many incredible black fighters anymore is because why get your brains bashed in for $1 million when you can hop on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, get a couple 100,000 followers and make the same amount of money and not develop CTE, you know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them, but dang, this is why we got all these whack fighters these days. You will never see any more Muhammad Ali's and Sonny Listons and George Foreman's and Joe Frazier's and and whoever the fuck Ken Nortons, you'll never see those type of fighters again. Sugar Ray Robinson and all them dudes. Shoot, even some of the great white fighters at the time, the great Latino fighters at the time. You know what I mean? Your Julio Cesar Chavez's, your Tommy Morrison's. You'll never see fighters like those no more because these are people who are coming out of fucking hoods, trailer parks, and whatever you call Spanish hoods. I mean, if you're coming from Brazil, favelas. You know, people coming out of these areas and they hitting up YouTubes, TikToks, Twitches and stuff like that. You don't have to get your brains bashed in anymore, which is good. But at the same time, it's not good for boxing because that's why we got all these poo-butt fighters now. Now, don't get me wrong. Is Gervonta a great fighter? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But the corniness is insane in these boxers these days, dude. It is madness. Like, really? We out here faking fights now? That's what we doing? You purposely didn't try so that you could get a tie match, which would net you a certain amount of cash. And now that tie match that you're going to do it a second time, that's the one where you're going to actually try. And so you can get paid again. Yeah, nah, it might. I mean, some people pay for it again. Not me. Ooh. I made a mistake of doing it the first time. It ain't gonna happen again. It only takes one time for me to learn. Shoot. It only takes one time for me to learn. You know what I mean? And see, and the thing that be killing me too is a lot of people do that. It ain't even just boxing. That's a lot of things that do that. And they get surprised when people start selling the 7 C's. You know what I mean? They be surprised when people hit up Davy's locker. And then they, you know what I mean? They be surprised. Cause that crap is corny. It's like you couldn't just complete the fight there and then get a rematch, because more than likely Ennis probably would have wanted a rematch any dang ways, because you gave a fake performance. Shoot, I don't know, maybe it worked on other people. It ain't work on me though. Catch me buying that bullcrap. Alright, boom, that's a full 10. Let's go ahead and move on to Tongan V. Actually, I gotta close the game because I gotta get her tattoos on. Man, I'm not gonna lie, people got to stop putting street cred limits on they dang vehicles. I can't buy nothing. I gotta go do I gotta open up this fucking mod menu and do a stupid mission just so I can get her any dang thing. Miara, that's 67 though. We supposed to be doing 50s. Oh, that'll work. That's 55. 54, 55 right there. Alright, we're good. We're in the clear, peoples. Wait, C2? Oh no, that's 60 something. Wait. That's like 60. No. C2 is late 60s. Oh, yeah, it's too late. Wait. I have just the car. It's a 61, which would technically put us. Never mind. Just stop putting limits on vehicles. Alright, now we have to find a real colorful house. I've done this before in the past with Dominican V. We have to find a house that's real colorful and has that old school vibe. One of these colorful dang houses would work. It doesn't have a garage, but I mean there is. Ooh. Bad driving out here, huh? Nah, because we want to be able to see it in her background, right? At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it'd be better. The house right there is pretty decent. I can easily cover up those couches with bushes and stuff. I don't want to use the same house I already used before, which I believe was an orange house. That garage is way too far back. Oh, this one might work. Go ahead and, I don't know if it's just me, but, I've been looking at them the whole time as I've been driving. Those are not the original wheels that were on this car. It had, the wheels used to look Oh, I forgot I had 2 variants. I just realized that I downloaded the wrong one. God, or not downloaded, but I added the wrong one. Really? Fuck the busted Cadillac? I added the dang rally one on accident. Where the big busted Cadillac come from? I can't even remove it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, look at all this dang trash. This is the house I used. Yeah, this is it. We don't want to use the same house now. Although I very much so could. What's going on over here? Regina, get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, that's why she calling me. What the fuck going on over there? Well, this character ain't got she ain't got the necessary supplies to deal with that. Yeah, I ain't got that. We're gonna have to pull up on it another time. I ain't got that. This'll work. What we gonna do is, let me show y'all how I did this last time when I made a scenery setup to make it look real old school. What you want is you want to go to lawn. I always use lawn. These are the best landscaping pieces you can use. Gotta hurry this up here because I'm pretty sure the boxings have started, but you know, we already recording, so I don't want to just stop recording for no dang reason. Okay, tilt that to the side. You want to add some fresh grass. As you can see. Uh-oh, sandstorm inbound. As you can see, the grass, there's not much of it, okay? You want to add a little bit of extra grass here because obviously, as you can see, this grass sucks. Go ahead, put that down. Doesn't have to be like super dense because obviously we're not, the main focus is her. We just need it to be clean. And we stop playing Ring Around the Rosie with random burnt up fucking vehicles, huh? Every new photo is gonna be a new vehicle. It's all good. I'm gonna put a dang bush there anyways. Yeah, slap that right there. As you can see, it looks janky, right? That's because it is. We're not done. Actually, matter of fact, you kind of already get the premise. Hold on, let me keep it. So you don't fully get it yet because I haven't even showed the rest of the items you need. I was showing up about to cut the recording. Like, alright, you get it. No, you don't, because I have not showed you everything. Alright, so boom. Right? The edges look a little terrible. That's fine, because back in those days, flowers were big. Right? You want to go ahead and find some flowers. I have a couple of modded joints. I don't know what the heck they're called, though. You see? Breezy nature. Some bees. Daisy patch. We add some flowers in there to make it look real nice and extra pretty and whatnot. Some extra flowers and stuff like that. Not too close because we're gonna put a bush there. Bushes are important. Remember, this is the 50s. This was the 50s. People loved their landscaping, right? You know, and because surprisingly enough, what the heck you call this? The parking lot is clean, so we don't even need to really change that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead, because this side of the house looks absolutely awful. Go ahead, type in bush, and go to hedge. Boom. Now you can block that ugly crap off on the other side. After all, this is Night City. Night City is a struggle, alright? But we're gonna make it look like that's not the case. That is the whole point of doing photography on Cyberpunk, is making it look like your character's living in a way better world than they actually are. Because Night City is a fucking mess. Alright, right now we about to make this this dang Tongan woman look like she's in the 1950s America. Not 2077 America. It's pretty dang rough. Alright. Pretty dang rough. That bush right there. People in the 50s, they loved their dang landscaping. Landscaping was huge in the 50s. And what the fuck are you doing? And in some cases, it still is, depending on where you at. take their landscaping very seriously. Okay? Unless you're in the desert. They take it serious all year up until summer. Because they already know ain't nobody about to be out in 115-degree weather cutting and trimming bushes and hedges and all that. You lost your mind. Ain't nobody trying to suffer a heat stroke. Now, as you can see, our sidewalk is beautiful, right? Up until you get about here, we can't get rid of this trash, which is just fine because we're gonna be here any dang way so we can see the car in the background. We don't really care about what's going on there. Let's go ahead and move back over to on. Alright, now that we got the bushes dealt with, get up. You kind of just want to make the grass look thick and fluffy. That's essentially all I'm doing here, is meshing all the grass into one to make it look nice, healthy, fluffy, 1950s, after World War II, so everybody got way too much fucking money, which is not a bad thing, of course. That's one of the biggest things that be killing me when you hear certain older folks, not like Gen X folks, but like boomer folks who be like, oh man, I already had a house by the time I was 18. Yeah, y'all was fresh off World War II. America had more money than a fucking little bit. Couldn't do that now to save your dang life if you tried, man. You eating off of one of your parents' business or something. Coming fresh off of World War II, money is flowing. Money was nice that time around. That's why every car that was coming out of the factory had 10 tons worth of chrome on it. Because you just could. Even the dang semi-trucks had 10 tons of chrome on it. Pickup trucks were a little chrome. You see, all trucks today are too luxurious. Man, get the fuck out of here. Trucks back then weren't that luxurious only because that was the time frame. But they had chrome on them. Tell me I'm wrong. Can't. I love cars too much for you to tell me I'm wrong. Trucks was chromy as fuck back then. Shoot, I'm trying to get one. I want me an old school truck. Oh, that looks bad. Hold on. See that part. So these parts right here that are kind of coming up out of the ground. Is this one? You're attempting to phase them together, which is always the easiest task because the grass is a little all over the place at times. There we go. And boom. Right now, let's go ahead and add some more bushes here. This is the lazy way I do things, and I don't feel like building a setup myself because those things take forever. And you know, it is Saturday, so I do want to chill out for the rest of the day. I ain't want to be here all day, but I wanted to do something because I ain't got nothing for tomorrow. I'm gonna record some stuff though. I've been messing up though, for real, if I'm being 100% honest, is whenever I'm done with like schoolwork and stuff, I'll hop on like Call of Duty instead of like recording a photo session. I do that. Man, I would easily have some videos to upload. Let's test it out real quick. Do we need... There's no way for me to truly clean up that trash. Okay, yeah, that trash can be easily seen, but we don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is... I have no idea. Because it's right in the middle of the lot. So honestly, I have no clue what the heck I'm gonna be able to do about that. Yeah. I don't have... Ooh, hold on. Until I figure out, though. Flamingos, baby. People in the 50s loved their garden gnomes and garden flamingos. Ooh. Why? Like I said, people had too much money after World War II, boy. America was balling after World War II. Where did it go? Flamingo Garden. Oh, why I thought I said Garden Flamingo? Well, that's because they had it backwards. That's why I messed up. I thought it said Garden Flamingo, not Flamingo Garden. Okay, boom. We got our flamingos. The problem is, how do I clean this dang trash? There's no way for me to get rid of the trash, man. Like, I don't think there's a way for me to do that. I'm trying to think how I can make that happen. Because we can't really lift, if I lift the concrete, then the whole thing will be high up and it's going to look weird. We also can't really place any bush there because then it'll very, very clearly, let's not say forget it and move the car up and we angle it a little bit more. About there. This is the wrong car. I got the rally one on accident instead of the regular one. Trash is right there though. Dang! Maybe that's why I used this house at the time, because this house doesn't have any trash at the front. Dang, that probably is the case. I chose that house back in the day specifically for a reason, or not back in the day, it wasn't that long ago. This is not bad. I'm gonna say, but where do I put the car? Okay. Just did all that work though. I just did all that work, man. Unless we say forget it and I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just did all that work. I now realize, oh, there's probably a very specific reason I chose that house. Because this right here, I was easily able to add a slab of concrete for the driveway, add a crap ton of grass and a bunch of bushes, and as you can see, there's no trash, and the trash that is there, we weren't even looking in that direction, so it didn't matter. We had her right here in the grass. But now we got the character with some shoes on who would actually need to stand on the concrete, and we got the worst concrete. As the other character, you know, she was in the little bikini fit, but she was in the grass, so it wasn't bad. Back this up. I mean, the main focus is going to be her, and we could easily hide the trash. Let's see here. What time of day did I have it on that character though? Was it late, like there? I think it was about there. Let's see. Okay. If I move the car a little bit forward, add a little bit more grass, pull this one down, and do another bush, we can actually efficiently hide the trash on the ground. Okay. Maybe move the flamingos up a little bit too. What patch of grass is this? And we got it. We good, son. Oh, it's a hedge. 6, number 4. House on service, number 4. Pull that down a little bit. And then let's add another one. This one down some as well. That'll thicken up the grass and give us a little bit more to work with here. Right there. Boom. Okay, let me angle that a little bit too. Down. Check the front. Was that number 4, right? Angle that down. Okay, that's good. Move the car up a little bit. I like this spot, but if the trash is going to hinder us, then we got to make it work. Okay. I'm gonna add another bush just for the simple case that this front area is very clearly not done. Oh, bop, bop, boom. That down. Get up out of my face. Get up out of my face, bro. That back just some. Stop calling me, man. I keep getting fucking calls. Who now? Claire? Do not be up on my phone talking about no bullcrap, man. I done got like 17 calls, man. That crap be killing me in games. Everyone and their mother just seems to call your character because they just somehow know about your character. Now, granted, I guess V be on her Merc thing, his or her Merc thing, right? But it's like, have some. Wait, what? Wait, you can move that stuff? Wait, hold on, I gotta angle it. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on, let me wait for it to... Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Oh. Wait. Hold on. I ain't know you can move crap. You only get my homie Flamingo to kick trash for me, boy. Look at that, boy. Hold on. Oh. That was a little too aggressive. Oh my goodness. We done accidentally fixed the problem, people. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't know there was dynamic items. Get the fuck out of here, man. I keep wanting to hit the fucking Foos Roda. That's the wrong game. Hold on, let me get the heater. Wait, hold on. How you pull out your gun? Wait, hold on. Fuck out of here. Oh. I did not realize that you could do that. I'll be forgetting Cyberpunk is such a fucking heavy-duty game. Come on, man. Punch something, man. Oh, that's one way to get rid of it. Well, that solves a lot, doesn't it? They say violence doesn't solve everything. It seems like violence is solving some things right now, don't it? Violently punching trash. Could you imagine that? Walking outside your house and instead of watching it, seeing your neighbor just simply pick stuff up, they swinging at it. Just straight up throwing blows at the dang concrete. Punching plastic cups. Number one, I'd be like, why the fuck you got so many plastic cups in your front yard? And number two, you know, trash cans exist. You can always use a dang trash can instead of busting up your knuckles. Alright, boom, look at that. Easy fix. Did I realize that that was a thing you can do? I did not. I forgot this is Cyberpunk. A lot of stuff like that is dynamic. Alright, now we ready to go. Sometimes I be forgetting, you know, this is Cyberpunk, not Skyrim. Now, if we had some stuff like that on the ground in Skyrim, Skyrim is like one of the first games that ever gave us a crap ton of dynamic items that we could actually move. I'm gonna say about 20 should be good for this. We gave her the big old heart glasses because heart glasses and fancy cat-eyed glasses were pretty big back then. I have cat-eye glasses, I just never downloaded them, so couldn't make use of those. Gonna be kind of hard to use something you ain't got downloaded. Now, of course, with that summery breeze look, our Tongan lady looking absolutely fantastic. Now we just need a little bit of lighting. Go ahead and move that up a little bit up out the way. And I think I'm gonna do 2-bar lighting just like we did for the other 3. Or the other 2, I mean. And put that up at about 5 should be good. Of course, get that sunny color. Actually, do we even need it? She's a dark tone character. She already in the sunlight. I doubt we're gonna need to add more yellow tone lighting. What we will do, oh boy, we might need to. And let's go ahead. Put a light blocker down so we don't have no extra background lighting. Alrighty. I had to probably saw a little cut there. And that was because my nose was stopped up. When I went to blow my nose, it was pretty nasty. Okay. I ain't gonna describe it, of course, because that's very unnecessary information that no one needs to hear. I'm like, God, dog. Wonder my breathing was a little obstructed. Alright, we're gonna add a little bit of yellow here because this light is a little brighter than I thought it would be. And just to get that less of that frosty look, more of that summer look. It's still summer. I don't know what's going on in this dang desert. It is September 13th as of recording this. It is a Saturday, like I said earlier in the video. September, dude, and it is still sitting in the fucking 90s. What's going on out here, huh? It's September. Why is it still 98? Actually, hold on. What is the direct temperature? Let me see real quick. 91. Fuck out of here. It don't feel like it. 92. Feels like 98. Yeah, that's about right. Fucking 92. Get the fuck out of here. Not that that's any better, because after all, it's fucking September. I knew she would rock this hairstyle quite well. That 1950s look. And now we pose. Look at that, no trash on the sidewalks. Did not realize that you could just simply walk up to the crap and punch it out of your way. Say violence doesn't solve everything. No, that's the truth though. Violence does not solve everything. But in the case of Cyberpunk, it turns out punching some plastic, some bottles and some paper cups is the way to go. I wouldn't do that in real life, especially the glass bottle. I would advise not punching anything glass, though I don't think I really have to advise that. Well, then again, sometimes you do. I don't think I have to advise any of y'all that. Sometimes in life, you think that there's some things that people wouldn't do, and then they go around and they do it, and you like, dang, would you look at that? That is superb looking right there. Go ahead and move these lights around real quick. Put that one about there. That one. Actually, no. That look fire right there. That look fire right there. I think we done did it. I think we did it with a little benzo in the background, although it's a dang rally Benz. I don't think rally became a thing until like the dang late 60s, early 70s. Oh yeah, her car looks a little off, but I did accidentally buy the wrong variant. It's fine, still looks great. Still a 54, 55, so it works. Shoot, she got the most correct car in here. Pinup V's car was 1960. Oh, even her car was off. Even her car was just a little off. But it looked fantastic, and that's all that matters. Somebody recently asked me to do more videos of me customizing characters. Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. The problem I'm having is I already have 3 of each characters, and Cyberpunk's facial additions are very limited. So I don't know how to create more characters past what I already have. I got 4 black characters, 4 or 5 white characters, 3 Native American characters, 3 Asian, 3 Polynesian, 3 Indian. Or no, 3 Arabic, I said that wrong because I was thinking of the Indian character. 3 Asian, she's a part of the Asians. 3 Asian characters I have, and they're all different races from each other. So I've used different features from each bank of features. You know what I'm saying? For my black characters, I got 2 black American characters. So they kind of fill up the space of black American facial features. You got Damu, who's Kenyan, so she has a lot of African features. I know some people be like, wait, ain't the feet? Not quite. A lot of Africans have much different features from us black folks because their climates are much different from ours. Your facial features and all that usually base around climates and what your body feels is important for your climate. Like, I live in a desert, so naturally my hair is going to be thinner than someone who lives like in Louisiana, where their hair is going to be far thicker. I don't need, my body doesn't require that level of hair with this much heat. It's a bad move for the body. You know, your features change based on where you at. So African features tend to be much different from black American features, right? Then for my Polynesian characters, I got 3 different types of Polynesian characters. I got Hawaiian, I got Tongan here, and I got my Samoan character. That's 3 different banks right there. If I try to create more characters from the limited features that Cyberpunk offers, I'm gonna be lost, bro. I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna have to start picking up like mods and stuff. Which I don't know how many people got nose mods, lips mods, eyes shape mods, and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but even in those cases, it still might be limited. You know what I'm saying? My nose is itching because there's something stuck up there. I need to blow my nose again. annoying the crap out of me because when I'm talking, the vibration of me talking is making whatever it is rattle, and it itches and it's annoying. It's tickling the inside of my nose. Feels weird. Yeah, there's so many features. I don't know where else to pull from. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for my black characters, I got 3 different types of black characters. 1 dark skin, 1 light skin, 1 African, and who also happens to be partial albino. So I don't really know what else features to use for her or any other black character. Then I have a black male character too. So he uses certain features that the lady characters might not use. It's a good thing I gave her undergarment protection. Okay, move up a little bit. You know, there's a lot of features, and it's like, okay, I don't even know which ones to use anymore or to make use of anymore. You know what I mean? Then for my Arabic characters, I got 1 is a Moroccan, 1 is Afghan, 1 is Pakistani. So I'm pulling 3 different features from those. And the biggest issue is, as I said, the features in this game are pretty limited. Especially for someone like me who has 20 characters, around 20-ish characters. I've exhausted all features. I don't know what else features I could possibly use and more characters I could create. You know, if this was like Skyrim or something where the features are technically endless because you can move, morph, and mesh the character's face however you might want, then boom, it'd be a lot easier. You know, I just said I haven't used her for anything in a minute. That is not true. The Gothic episode I did, she was in it. Oh well, she here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm limited here. So while I did want to make that a thing, I don't know how much I could actually do. Then once again, for the Asian characters, I got an Indian character, Indonesian, and I had a Japanese character, the lady we was just on. So there was some features right there I would have to pull from like other folks. So I would have to figure out more, which I definitely probably could if the game had that many features. I mean, you know, when it comes to Asians, I could go with Korean characters, I could go with a Filipino character, I could go with fucking Chinese characters, I could go, there's many places we could go, Mongolian. I mean, I got so many options. Problem is, the game has so many options. Or so little options. I say so many options. The game has so little options. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I need to blow my... Guess I didn't blow my nose good enough. Goodness gracious. That was awful. Alright. That's the one thing I hate about sneezing. You sneeze, and you gotta blow your nose for like the next 16 years. A lot of people out here, though, they be doing the thing wrong. Boy, I be hearing people sneezing and they get to sniffling. You ain't supposed to do that, bro. You ain't supposed to do that. A lot of the times that crap just gets stuck in your chest, and then you got them nasty as far coughs, and then people be wondering why when they cough, it sound like they about to cough up their soul and they never smoked a day in their life. You supposed to blow your nose. Somebody told one time, they was like, that's a waste of tissue. You use up too much tissue. It's like, use up too much tissue or fucking cough up a lung every time you get sick. I'd rather use up a bit of tissue. Yeah, feel me? Be getting sick and then wonder why they be fucking dang near throwing up every time they let out one single cough. That's why. Blow your nose, son. Your body doesn't, you know what I mean? Your body don't take it. Hey, I'm still seeing shadows on the dang concrete. Where my light blocker at? Light blocker ain't doing his fucking job. Light blocker is actually not doing his job. Okay, I see it a little bit, but it can't. That's the closest we can get. Piece of garbage. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to blow your nose, bro. Your body don't accept all that. And then if you do, and it does get stuck within your chest, you need to be drinking lemony teas with honeys and stuff. It breaks it down, melts it down, and you know, I ain't gonna describe the rest because it's pretty nasty, but it helps clean it from the body. It helps cleanse the body of the filth. Sniffling, sounding all nasty when they get sick. When I get sick, you can't even tell that I'm sick unless my nose is stopped up. You know what I mean? You might see me blowing my nose a lot. I blow my nose a lot, unfortunately. When I get sick, that is the main thing that gets attacked, is my nose. I rarely ever let out a dang cough. You genuinely would not know that I'm sick when I get sick. Unless you see that I'm blowing my nose a lot, or my nose is stuffy and I sound like, nasally and crap. Other than that, you would never know. This is one time I had got sick and nobody even knew it. Not a single person knew, and guess what? Because there was no coffins and none of that happening, nobody else got sick. Nobody else got sick, although I was very disappointed because I'm like, how the fuck did I get sick? Of all people, how did I get sick? My immune system is immaculate. How the heck I get sick? I guess at the time it wasn't as immaculate as I thought. It was immaculate enough to... It took... The crazy part is, it took me like 2 days to realize that I was sick. Because of how lackluster my sicknesses usually are. I had no clue I was sick until like 2 days later when I woke up and my nose was relentlessly stopped up while also dripping at the same time. I'm like, what? I'm sick? How, Sway? It turned out I was sick that whole time. I had a cold, didn't even realize it. Only sickness that I've recently had that's actually affected me negatively was the Vidco 91. You know what I mean? The Vidco 91, that crap did something. I don't know, there's something weird about that sickness. It doesn't even make sense. It was more of a... Ooh. I moved the dang mouse on accident. It was more of a dang psychological sickness than it was an actual sickness. That crap, number one, was attacking my legs. My legs. Number one, when people say they be having full body pains, that's the truth. Full body pains is no lie. My body was aching majority of the time. What didn't make sense to me is why it was attacking my legs so much. I could barely fucking walk, dude. And my guess is because I'm the typical chicken-legged man who doesn't do enough leg exercises, because my upper body was just fine for the most part. There was very little aching pains in the upper body, which takes the most exercise because I'm always doing push-ups. Fucking love my push-ups, man. But my legs... Now, granted, I have good, strong calves. But my actual, like, legs... Ooh, slow down, what the fuck? I forgot the light blocker is a whole fucking thing. I wasn't trying to move the light blocker too, I just was trying to move her. Disconnect. Oh, that's the light. Reconnect. Disconnect. That crap was attacking my legs, man. Alright? It was attacking my dang legs. When people say you lose taste, that is no lie. That is no lie. Okay. Matter of fact, going down the line. When the Vidco 91 was first happening, people said if you're gonna lose the sensation of taste. That is the truth. That is absolutely true. No food, dang near everything I ate was pretty much tasteless. Okay? Dang near everything I ate had little to no taste. That was the truth. People were not lying with that one. Full body aches. That was the truth. Mainly in my legs, though. It was mainly my legs that were having the aches. But pretty much the dang truth. Because at times my upper body would be aching too at times. What people didn't say is how much of your cognitive functions you lose during the time. I have never in my life had a sickness mess with my brain before the way the Vidco 91 did. I'm not lying. It was the weirdest crap I've ever experienced in my life. Let me give you one joint that had happened, right? So I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta pee real bad. I'm waddling my way to the bathroom because my legs is about weak as it get, because this was like day 3 of the sickness. So I'm slowly making my way to the bathroom, holding on to the bed rail and the walls and stuff so I don't fall up, so my knees don't buckle and fall over. Right? I walk into the bathroom. I open the door. I'm now standing in front of the toilet. I close the door. I turn back. I'm looking out the window, which is open. And I'm just sitting there, staring out of the window. And no joke, when you walk into the bathroom to use the bathroom, you sit down on the toilet immediately. You don't do anything else. You sit down on the toilet, or if you just, for most of us dudes, if you just going in there to pee pee, okay, you're gonna stand up and you're gonna do your thing. Nope, that's not what happened. What happened was I walk into the bathroom and I stand there looking out of the window for 20 whole minutes. And to this day, I have absolutely no idea what I was even looking at, because this is the upper bedroom. Okay, so there's nothing I could see, except for at the time. Now, I mean, maybe look at the houses that's over there, but at the time, nothing. There was nothing there. Just a mountain in the distance and flat land. That's it. And I just stood there, staring out of the window for 20 minutes. For no dang reason. I walked into the bathroom and my brain completely went blank. I had no clue why the fuck I was standing there. I didn't understand why I was in the bathroom. I didn't have the slightest clue of why I was in that dang bathroom. Until I realized, I'm like, oh, I came in here to use the bathroom. And that crap kind of scared me, because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. This ain't no fucking Alzheimer's type crap. It was the sickness. Because I have never in my life done that. And I haven't done that since then. When I walk into the bathroom, it's to use the bathroom. When I walk into the bathroom, it might be to wash my hands, might be to blow my nose. But when I walk into the bathroom, I know why I'm in the bathroom. Never in my life, not a single time until that sickness, have I walked into the bathroom and just stood there for 20 whole minutes. No music was interesting, no videos were interesting, nothing. I would just be sitting there in my chair doing absolutely nothing for like an hour or 2 or 3 or 4, and then go to sleep. And then wake up, same thing. No music is interesting, except for one song the entire time. Okay? This dang Russian song. I can't play it because it's copyright, but it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Duma, Momo Chat or something like that. Momo Chat, Duma or something like that. If you type it in, it'll probably pop up pretty quickly. It's a fairly well-known Russian song. That was the only song I could listen to throughout that entire sickness up until like the last 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 days of it. Maybe like I would say like the last week. We had it for probably around 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna say about 3 weeks. And then even afterward, your taste slowly, and I mean slowly, fades back in. So for like 2 weeks, I was a fucking zombie, and it was weird because I knew it. You know what I mean? I was a zombie and I knew I was a dang zombie. That's what made it the most weird. Was I'm seeing, I'm looking, I can see people. I know who these people that I'm looking at are. You know, I'm not losing memory or nothing. It's just nothing was interesting during that sickness. Not a single fucking thing piqued my interest during that sickness. I didn't record any dang videos. I ain't make no beats. I wasn't listening to music. Nothing. That crap was weird. I didn't understand it. So I feel like that posed a little too much for some simple 1950s pinup. We are not in a good position here. Let me get the fuck up. How many images we got? 2 more? Okay, let me hurry this up. I do want to see some of the fights. I probably missed like 1 or 2 by now. Maybe 1. Possibly 2. It takes a lot of time to put this stuff together. That crap was weird as fuck. That was the weirdest sickness I ever experienced in my life. In my entire life, and I mean that. I've had colds, I've had regular flu, I've had fucking chicken pox when I was a dang kid. That crap sucked. You know, I've had a few sicknesses. Nothing serious. Nothing serious. Always just colds. One time I had the flu. Now my body doesn't even look at a cold as anything serious. I can't even remember the last time I've had a cold. Matter of fact, I haven't even been sick since that dang VidCo 91. And before that VidCo 91, I hadn't been sick in like 7 years. So my immune system is pretty fucking tanky. Stupidly tanky. Probably because my fool self when I was a kid, I used to get sick on purpose, I'm not even gonna lie. Because I got tired of getting sick. And so I would do everything that I could in order to find a way on how to get sick. Was it a stupid move? Yes and no. Yes, because you never know what the fuck you could have accidentally attracted. But at the same time, no, because, well, I don't fucking get sick anymore. It takes years for me to get some type of cold or some type of flu. But that VidCo crap, that was some weirdo crap. I've never in my life became mindless and knew that I was mindless. Music, YouTube videos, games, nothing was interesting. I would find myself sitting in my chair just looking at my computer screen for like an hour straight, and I couldn't do anything about it. That was the weird part. I couldn't do anything about it. And what I mean is, right, if I would attempt to entertain myself in any way, shape, or form, and that's if I actually made the if I could muster the will to make the attempt. Maybe it was just the severity of the sickness, the body aches. Maybe it was just racking the crap out of my brain. Maybe it was just that. But that crap was weird. I ain't never experienced anything like that. Because the first time I had ever got like the flu, outside of not being able to eat solid foods and almost boo-booing on myself multiple times and having a fucking real bad fever, I was good. Playing GTA with the homies, playing Division at the time, Call of Duty, just fine. Listening to music, making beats, watching videos, playing Warcraft, whatever the fuck. Didn't matter, I was doing just fine. That VidCo crap, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was some weirdo stuff. I've never in my life felt what it feels like to be a zombie until that crap. To walk into a bathroom to pee and stand there for 20 minutes looking out of the window instead and thinking mostly nothing at the time except for hearing that dang Russian song in my head the whole time. That crap was weird. That crap was weird. It was the weirdest crap I ever experienced in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've seen some things, I've experienced some things, but that right there, that crap was weird. Not even gonna lie to you. But that is it, my good peoples. That is a full 30 set right there, boy. Where's the poses? I mean, not the poses. Oh, I passed it. Yeah, that crap was weird though. If anybody else have experienced the VidCo 91, okay, let me know how your experience was, because I'm kind of wondering what was my was my experience a thing that everybody felt? Because I know my brother said he felt that way too. Just nothing was entertaining, nothing, just nothing. I mean nothing. Not a single game, not the idea of going outside, any dang thing made sense. And just standing around blankly staring out of the windows when you walked into the bathroom to use it. But anyways, man, it has been your boy Jidon Legendary. If you enjoyed this video, it's good. If you didn't enjoy this video, it's good either way. You watched it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share with people, join Legendary Clan Sports and become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. Check out Instagram, that's where I post most of these photos, deviant for the stuff that's a little too much for Instagram and never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. Check out the new merch, it's mad fly. I'm out.